This ancient poem still feels electric and alive today. Ovid outpaces many modern storytellers, line after dazzling line. Storytelling that dances. Every tale pivots with irresistible momentum. Ovid interweaves over 250 myths into one sweeping river of narrative. Transitions feel natural, yet they surprise like sudden rapids. You meet Daphne, then instantly dive with Phaeton across burning sky. The pace keeps pages fluttering like restless wings. Desire, jealousy, revenge, and wonder rotate without friction. Reading feels more like binge-watching an ancient cinematic universe. Characters rarely linger, but their echoes carry forward. That linked resonance gives the poem a living pulse. Bad translations dull that rhythm. Choose a modern verse edition, like Rayburn or MacArthur, for full effect. Their English flows quickly, yet honours the Latin's shape-shifting texture. You never feel buried under archaic crust. Instead, you ride sparkling currents that reveal humanity's oldest fears and hopes. Halfway through, you sense no structural fatigue. Ovid refreshes momentum by flipping perspectives and scales. A cosmic birth follows an intimate betrayal, keeping emotional stakes volatile. That elasticity in scene size foretells modern montage technique. My book club finished the entire poem in 3 breathless sessions. We argued, gasped, and laughed as if myths were live theatre. Themes that endure transformation is not gimmick. It is philosophical backbone. Ovid insists identities remain fluid, fragile, and negotiated. That insight feels urgent in today's shifting social landscapes. Gender, power, and agency morph alongside bodies. Victims sometimes seize voice by changing shape, like Philomela weaving revenge through tapestry. Yet transformations often fail to free them completely. That tragic tension keeps beauty tinged with dread. The poem also questions divine authority. Gods act impulsively, mirroring mortal caprice. They punish mortals for crimes they commit themselves. That hypocrisy exposes arbitrary structures behind power. Ovid writes under autocratic Rome. Critique glitters beneath mythic veil. Modern readers recognize coded dissent in the shifting skins. The environment also metamorphoses, reflecting ecological anxiety. Floods, fires, and barren fields mirror modern climate fears. Ovid shows nature responding violently to imbalance. Such passages give the poem fresh activist relevance. No wonder artists, from Shakespeare to Ted Hughes, return to these pages. Justice evolves right alongside flesh. Readers confront how systems adapt to keep dominance intact. Transformation also addresses migration, a topic shaping 21st century identity debates. Bodies move across borders, just as gods move across forms. Language that shimmers. Ovid turns Latin into liquid gold. Metamorphosis happens within the syntax itself. Words slide between noun and verb, mirroring bodily flux. Even in translation, you sense that slippery brilliance. Similes arrive late, twisting earlier images into new shapes. That delay triggers delightful aftershocks. Sound also matters. Alliteration drums like hooves during centaur battles. Soft sibilance whispers through seashell love scenes. Feel free to read passages aloud. Ears taste the texture. Modern narrators like Stephen Fry capture that musical lilt in audiobooks. He plays with pace, letting climactic lines linger, then releasing into frantic chase. Poetry haters often fear dryness. This text drenches them in colour and motion. Each metamorphosis reads like a special effects burst scripted on papyrus. Still, under spectacle nests emotional precision. Ovid nails heartbreak with one crystalline phrase, then moves on. That restraint prevents the poem from drowning in its own ornaments. Such virtuosity still intimidates translators. Yet their competing versions enrich readers, revealing layered refractions of the core text. Should you read it? Yes, but choose your approach wisely. The work spans 15 books. Reading straight through can fatigue newcomers. Instead, sample clusters of stories around shared mood. Try the opening creation myth, Action, Arachne, and Baucis for balanced flavors. Allow pauses for reflection. Use good notes. Cultural references scatter everywhere. Translations by Lombardo and Rayburn provide clear glosses without academic drag. Audiobook immersion works too, especially during commutes. Let the language wash over you, then revisit printed annotations for depth. Teachers will find endless comparative material. Pair myths with contemporary poetry or superhero films to spark discussion. Writers gain toolbox upgrades, framing devices, narrative economy, and killer metaphors. Visual artists mine the poem for surreal tableau. Even gamers adapt shape-shifting boss mechanics from these transformations. If you still hesitate, read just the final pages. Ovid breaks the fourth wall, declaring his voice immortal through readers. In that moment, the centuries collapse around you. Close the book, and you confirm his prophecy. Scholars even trace comic book multiverse trends back to Ovid's fluid cosmos. Streaming series like Sandman echo his restless narrative structure. Engaging with the poem therefore sharpens pop culture literacy. Read the full article for deeper analysis, extra resources, and recommended translations.